Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Anthony Lietz, the newest head coach of Novi Hockey. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
All right. So it has been, obviously, of course, you were at Farmington for a while, but couldn't pass up an opportunity to when this job opened up. What have the last few months been like since you took the job at Novi?
Little bittersweet. Before I took the role at Farmington, it was the COVID year, so I was out of hockey coaching for that year. My wife and I were getting married. Um, I was scouting in the NA with El Paso, but I missed being on the ice. I think COVID really made me miss it even more. So Farmington came knocking, and that's where I went to high school, stuff like that. So I was real excited to kind of step in there. It was a cool opportunity. It was a United program. When I played, it was just the Falcons. Um, and so to be able to go in there and spend three years there, just kind of helping rebuild the program and implement different things to attract our youth, such as development camps and certain showcases in the off season. Went to the middle schools quite a bit to have lunch with them. We have roughly four or five upper elementaries, middle schools in Farmington that we got to visit, periodically through the year and just get their information. And Farmington United's got a pretty big pipeline now of players that they can kind of count on going to their program. So at Novi, I'm really hoping to do a similar thing, just stay active in the grassroots. And that's the only way you can really compete with kids leaving for AAA is getting to know them a little bit early on and offer them those sorts of things. When I'm not doing the full-time varsity gig, I coach at TPH going into year 3, and then I do coach Michigan Legacy Hockey, and those are two things that just offer more opportunities for our high school players in the off season. Both programs, are pretty intensive and skill development and player, development individually. In those off-season months, we get to travel, anywhere from going to Chicago to Boston to Dallas to, all these other places. And our players that, are playing their 25 game schedule in the winter, they now get to play more hockey, competitive hockey, um, in the off season with their friends that they may not get to play with a whole lot. Maybe last time they played with them was travel hockey. So for me, high school hockey's just been a great opportunity to stay connected with kids I used to coach in youth hockey. My last youth hockey group that I coached, I believe, was probably the '06 group. So my last group of kids I've been coaching before I jumped right into high school will be seniors this year, and then it's really just my high school guys. So it's been fun watching some of those guys grow up through the high school rinks and tear it up. But it's kind of that new wave. So
Okay.
I'm just looking forward to the opportunity ahead.
Okay, so when this opportunity came up, what was the process like in talks of like what made you want to decide to go after this job?
Um, a lot of the kids that I coached, primarily at like CompuWare, are guys that were playing in the KLA, Cam Duffney, stuff like that, Lafleur, Kinter, Visotsky, the list goes on. And then a bunch of our other guys are scattered throughout high school hockey. So I think just wanting to, you know, be in a league where, the KLAA, so many of these teams are going to the state finals every other year or making deep runs. And that's obviously a big thing as a coach that attracted me was just being able to be in a market with a program that, has an opportunity to compete and play some of the top teams in the state, regardless of the outcome. I think that's just a byproduct of, what are we doing? And, those programs in the KLAA, for them, it's a playoff hockey game every night. So I miss that, coming from AAA and high-end tier 2 coaching. I miss that. I miss competing against, the better teams in the state. So that was a big thing. Really close with, guys like Rick Adwa, Robertson, and some of these other coaches in the league. I look forward to, meeting some of these other coaches in the KLA and getting close with them. That I think they bring a wealth of knowledge and experience to our league. And I think just being in a top league in the public school is going to be something I'm really looking forward to.
All right. I'm sure it's that this is a program that's on their fourth head coach in 4 years, and obviously, I know a lot has gone on with Novi hockey in the last few years. What was it like meeting everybody, and obviously you knowing some of the kids
Yeah.
that had to help. So what was that like getting to know the kids and all that fun stuff?
Um, Not gonna lie, it's like, meeting anyone new for the first time that you're gonna spend a lot of time with. My goal is to not focus on the past. I think you kind of have to, address it, accept it, and then you move on, So my biggest thing in year one is I just want the seniors to have the best year ever, right? Like you said, 4 coaches in 4 years. So some of our guys that have been here, like, Londo sticks out to me. You got guys like Beardsley and Hallman and Tunney and Donahue and Reed, and the list goes on, Murph and stuff like that. And I want them to have a real good year. Marco, did really well for the team last year. So guys like that, I want them to be able to lead, right? Because they'll be seniors and they kind of have to set that bar. But I think the biggest thing is, get to know them, right? We still have a handful of months left till the regular season. Being able to see them on the ice, get togethers, stuff like that is going to be real crucial for us to kind of grow close and kind of have somewhat of a bond, right? I only have 4 months with them come the winter season, and then they're going to be graduating and moving on, but they're going to kind of leave their mark on this program, and we're going to be young. I was just looking at the Hockey Hub, and we finished last in our division last year. Similar situation I'm walking into like I did Farmington. It's going to take time, but we're going to do it the right way. And from year one to year three at Farmington, completely different. A winning season, a playoff win, a 100-point career goal scorer in our program with Ryan Elnich. And I see at Novi being able to, mimic and duplicate some of those things. So we just need buy-in, right? We need to be a program that's a first stop destination. It's not a fallback anymore, right? I think with the amenities that we have, the commodities we have, such as a state-of-the-art locker room. We have a beautiful in-house gym facility at Novi High School. We have so many things that other programs don't have that will help our players kind of make this year, I think, their best year yet. So
Okay. So you mentioned a little bit about the league that you're going to be entering in, and you mentioned some of the coaches of course with Rick and of course Keith, as you said. Obviously what is in terms of putting with the schedule and all that, are you still trying to work on that, or was that kind of put together when you were brought in?
yeah, thankfully, just like I kind of did for Farmington, Dane did for me. So Dane did a great job. Excuse me, Dane did a great job getting our schedule together and keeping it competitive, right? We need as we're a team, I wouldn't say so much a rebuild. I mean, we're going to be pretty senior heavy this year. We've got a lot of great leaders coming back, but then they're gone, right? So I think it's important when you're scheduling, you can't escape your division, right? In the KLA, we're going to have to play everyone in the league. But then, being smart with who you're playing outside, definitely not saying let's go play, teams that are ranked lower, but, let's meet some teams around us, right? Let's have some competitive games, and that's going to prepare us for playoffs. That's going to prepare us to finish, 3 periods of hockey. So, I'm looking at the schedule now, and it's going to be much different for me, coming from Farmington, but I'm excited for it. We're in, the couple showcases. We're playing, like I said, some of the top teams in the state. So really looking forward to that and seeing how we do.
Okay, so and really then really go through kind of the timeline with with the summer, and
Yeah.
then really heading into the fall and really the next few months as November will be here before you know it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in our Northville league right now. So, we play few familiar teams. We played Canton and Franklin so far. Excuse me. We'll be playing a couple of the Ann Arbor teams, Trenton. So right there, we're playing teams that, um, they're in similar situations, right? They've graduated guys. They're trying to get their bearings, and hockey being so unique, compared to other sports, it's don't want to say it's year round, but you constantly have to be on the ice, right? If you're not on the ice, it's just, the rust kind of adds up. So being able to be in a league in our own rink with sharing it with Northville, it has been a huge blessing, especially as a, first year coach with the program. I can go there, I can watch, I can, help out if I need to. We're in the Chelsea showcase, the Northville showcase, all this month. So, we're going to play Brighton. We're going to play a couple other teams. So those are real, for me, great opportunities to kind of get a read on our team and see what kind of team we're going to be this season, and what we need to focus on. We got a great defensive core, and we got a top six that can put the puck away. Our two summer games we've had so far, we scored quite a bit of goals, um, and haven't let too many in. So, we got to play a complete game. We can't rely on just one guy to do the job for our team. It's going to have to be a 5-man unit when we're on the ice. So, going into summer, we'll go into our fall program, and we'll be in the Heartland League. So again, we're pushing on the gas pedal sort of thing. So we're playing, some top teams in there. Rick's got a good program there for us, and then, like I said, I'm heavy in, Michigan Legacy and TPH. So hopefully, a good chunk of our guys are trying out for those teams, and hopefully making those and representing Novi, and being able to go out of market and playing some pretty cool tournaments and showcases. Um, so, and then right into there, we're gonna be welcoming, our next team of Novi Wildcats, and getting right after it. So like you said, it's boom, 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 boom. And I think just being ready to go, like all in, all day, like just ready to go to work is going to be key for us.
All right. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for the time as always. And we will catch up with you right before the season starts. And
Perfect.
best of luck in the next few months, and we'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you.